Hey guys, it's John ReelBlue Custom Rods, and welcome back to a different take on the truth about hitting a VersaBlend metallic thread here. I've already made a video on this orange hitting a metallic Versa thread, and you can see that here in the upper right hand corner. But what today what I want to do is I want to just kind of be a little creative and throw some different things in here to see what kind of stuff we get. And I'm going to use a lot of different threads, I think, to do this. And so let's get after it. So I think the first thing I want to do is I'm probably going to start light. And some of you guys may be surprised to see the brand of thread that I'm going to throw here, because I really don't ever show that I use it, or have not shown that I use it. I guess a better way to do it. But this is Madeira thread, which is a really good thread, 100% polyester. And this is color code 1682. So what I'm going to do is pull a piece of this thread off, and we're going to tie this in to this thread wrap and see how this changes. So you can kind of see the color on it. It's kind of a beige tan color, I guess, maybe. And so we're going to see how this is going to come out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to secure a couple ends down so I can get this started. And then what we'll do is we'll just go here a little bit and tack that down, get some wraps going. All right, that's good enough right there. And then we'll loosen up this end that's wrapped around. And again, this is Madeira thread. It's good quality thread. I know a lot of you guys use it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this in. And so I'm just going to kind of pinch these two together. You guys have seen me do this before. And then use my finger to slide this in. And the reason why I'm choosing this color thread is because I think, although it's not metallic, I think the shade is very similar to some of the non-metallic gray color that's in this orange colored thread. And you can quickly see how this Madeira thread, this specific color here, has changed the layout of this thread. And I know my finger's in the way, but I will move it here momentarily. And I think that's far enough. Yeah, that's far enough. So what I'm going to do is take this, wrap this working in around this rod really quick. Just bear with me, guys. And then wrap this orange thread over that, get a bite. Now I can pull that out. And then we can slide that up to the top. And pack the thread. And what I'll do is I'll cut that working end off right there. And we'll just bite that down. All right. And so right here you can see where we tied this thread in, and you can see how that Madeira thread is completely changed the pattern and the look of this, right? It almost gives you a little less of the orange, but a little bit more of the, not the silver that's in here, but that regular nylon thread. This is three colors. It's orange, it's metallic silver, then it has like a beige color back in here, regular nylon. And so that's what this Madeira thread is that I incorporated. That's what this is getting after right here. So that's pretty neat. It's pretty interesting, kind of the look that you get out of that. The next thread that I want to use is, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go with some Pro Wrap Color Fast Code 207, kind of this sunburst color. And we're going to tie a piece of this in and see what type of pattern we get out of it. I'm quite interested to see this. I'm actually quite interested to see all of these colors, to be honest with you. Just to see how these different threads change this up a little bit, especially because this is orange. You know, a orange metallic Versa thread. You know, you don't see a lot of orange out there in the metallic side. Some people call it metallic, like you can see here. You know, this is Pac Bay orange. Right, and now this is ProWrap Versa Blend 1002, which is more of a copper. Oh, excuse me, wrong one. My apologies. My apologies. So this is Pac Bay orange, and then this is ProWrap Metallic 9710, which is copper. There is this one on the left is a bit lighter, kind of making it orange, and this one's a bit darker. But they are very similar, but different. So it's kind of interesting to see the stuff that we're going to get out of these in doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and tie in this ProWrap Color Fast 207, which is kind of this sunburst color, if you will. And we're going to start laying this in. Now again, this is Color Fast, so this is going to be quite different, I think. A bit brighter, as you can kind of see, right? It's a bit brighter. But it is a bit brighter, even though the sunburst color is kind of dark. It does make this a little bit brighter, and actually gives it kind of a neat look. I mean, if you like the color, I think it gives an interesting pattern. So I'm going to take this, wrap that around, put a piece of tape on it, and now what we're going to do is secure this down a little bit. All right. Perfect, right in the right spot. So we're just going to lock this down a couple more turns. And then we'll cut that working end off. And then there, lock that down. And then there you go. And then that's what you can see. So that's that Madeira thread right there, that beige or almond color, I guess. And then this is that 207 Color Fast ProWrap sunburst color. So it's a bit orange, but it's giving us some of the pattern. We can still see the orange pattern with it, and you're getting a little bit of that silver metallic look. I think the next one I want to try, just to be curious, is we're going to try 210. Again, ProWrap Color Fast, and this is more of an orange. And so we're going to tie a piece of this in, see what it gives us. And get this tacked down. And lift that up, run that piece of thread through here. All right, so we'll give this a few turns. Get a bite on it with our metallic Versa thread. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in and start laying this in, again, side by side with this Hintna metallic Versa thread in orange. All right. And so this, I think this is more closely matched to the color in the orange Versa thread here by Hintna. I think this color of orange, right, it's a bit more closer, as in being the same color, if you will. And I think what that's going to do here is result in a more, you can see it almost looks like it's the same exact orange coming across these threads here. So let's lock this off really quick. There we go. All right. And now let's cut that off. And then lock that down a little bit. So Madeira, the almond color. We have the 207 by ColorFast Pro Wrap, a different color orange than what's in here. So you're getting really two of the oranges. And then the one that we just input here, which is 210, which is more of a similar orange here. You can still see the orange pattern, but it looks like it's part of the orange wrap. And now I think what I want to do is I think we're going to tie in a bit of this Pac Bay metallic orange wrap. And we're going to see how this metallic color will play out. So we'll go under here. And pull this one piece up. So I'm just putting all these underneath this one piece of tape to hold them in place for now. And we'll tie this, or cinch this down here with a few wraps. All right. And then now we are going to incorporate this metallic, which is, they say, is orange. So we're going to incorporate this. And I'm interested to see if this is going to give some of that same look we've seen in some of the other videos where the metallic thread totally changes the look of this. And this is pretty interesting. I love how this metallic thread almost, when you incorporate metallic thread into this metallic Versa thread by Hintna, it almost makes the pattern, it almost brings out the pattern. And I think that's what I find interesting about this. Lock this down. And we'll kind of slide that up just a bit. Lock that in, and then there it is. So there is the metallic orange by Pac Bay, and it's almost like you can't see it, and the pattern just becomes a little bit more clear. It's interesting how when you add metallic thread to that, it does that. I want to do one more metallic thread just to see what this is going to do. It's a similar color, so I think it's going to be along a lot of the same lines. But what I want to do is we're going to blend this Pro Wrap Versa Blend 1002 with, and I believe this one is called Fire. I can't remember quite correctly, but we're going to blend this Pro Wrap Versa Blend with Hintna Versa metallic Versa thread, and we're going to see what happens when you blend two different brands of Versa thread with some similar colors, I guess, but we're going to see what this does. And if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to ReelBlue Custom Rods. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, I encourage you to do so if you like the content that you're seeing so far. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time I release a video on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And you'll be, one of the first ones to be able to jump in and take a look at the new material and hopefully leave a comment and have some back and forth dialogue with me about the video. So again, this is Pro Wrap Versa Blend 1002 that we're incorporating into the Hintna metallic Versa thread in the orange color. And then now I'm just going to start sliding this down. And now this Pro Wrap Versa thread, it has some red, some gold, and kind of some lighter gold, almost some yellow orange color to it. So that's why I'm interested to see how this is going to play out. Well, it looks pretty interesting, but it's besides the red, it's almost very similar to that Pac Bay orange metallic thread that we just incorporated prior to this one. All right, so bring this around. I'm just going to lock that piece down a little bit. All right. And we'll pack it in there and then cut the thread. So you can see here, that's the metallic gold by Pac Bay, and then this is the metallic Versa thread 1002 by ProWrap. Very similar, but the red color does make it a bit different. So it's quite interesting, actually, I think. And so I think one thing, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors we've done. And they've all been very similar to this wrap right here. So what I think I want to do is I'm going to get, and we're going to kind of get outside the box a little bit here. We're going to go with ProWrap Metallic Thread 9440, which is this blue color. It's more of an aqua color. The camera makes it look pretty dark, but it is more of an aqua color here. Blue and orange always go well together. But what we're going to do is we're going to tie this. This will be the last one we'll tie in, and it's not similar to the other colors. It's not as similar like all these other ones are different versions of an orange or in the orange palette, if you will. So we're going to try this blue and see how this comes out. All right, so we got that locked down. Now let's go ahead and throw in this blue. It's a bit darker, a bit brighter than just some of these other metallic threads. It's pretty predominant. It kind of takes over in this orange, I think. So you guys can see, I think the blue kind of is a little bit more dominant in this version. But you can see it brings out the silver pattern behind it and the orange a bit, almost like the other metallic one does. But again, it's just, incorporating a totally different color here. From the orange to the blue, and seeing what kind of pattern or look we're going to get. Now, it slipped out of my finger. So we're just going to go ahead and tie that off. All right, and then we'll just wrap that off. And now we're going to tie that off. And we're going to take a look and see, after we cut out the rest of these threads, we'll take a look and see what we have here. All right. Okay, so now we're going to remove that piece of tape. And we're going to come in and cut the blue, pull back, cut. The ProWrap Metallic Versa thread. The Pac Bay Gold Metallic thread. the orange Pro Wrap Color Fast thread. The other one by Pro Wrap Color Fast. And the Madeira color, which was more of that almond color. And then that's pretty much it. So you can see that's the pattern that we get out of that stuff. So you can see, again, you know, we have the Madeira color. All right, so we have our Madeira color. Then we went with the Pro Wrap Color Fast 207, kind of the sunburst color. Then the Pro Wrap Color Fast 210, more of the darker orange color. And then we came in with the metallic orange by Pac Bay. And then we used the Pro Wrap Versa Blend, color code 1002. We put that on there. And then we came in with this metallic, Pro Wrap Metallic 9440 color. To get, you know, a different take on this other color that we're using there. So, hey, I hope this video helps. I hope that you guys found this video useful. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Did you get value out of it? You know, and if you did get value of it and you think, you know, somebody that might enjoy the same material, feel free to share the video with somebody that you think will get value out of it. Again, appreciate your continued support to ReelBlue Custom Rods. Make sure you guys watch this next video here. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.